Yahweh Ba'Sham, Yahweh Shai Ba'Sham, Rahakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles, chiefly of great millstone who rule well. Yeah, man, I feel like Yahweh's the name of the Heavenly Father, it means He is. Yahweh Shai is the name of His Son, it means He is who saves. Rahakadash is the name of the Holy Spirit in Hebrew. Yeah, things be fucking with me right now, man. Dreaming all kind of crazy stuff, man. The only thing I could do is just keep pressing on, man. I don't know what's going on, but just keep pressing on, man. Just keep pushing, man. I ain't gotta keep going to the end, man. Gotta keep going to the end. You know what I mean? Because it says in the scriptures, say, "He that pursueth, he that pursueth to the end, the same shall be saved." Endure to the end. Endure. Let's see. Endure. Endure. Matthew 10 and 22, and you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endure to the end, the same shall be saved, you know. So at the end of the day, man, this ain't a popularity contest, you know. Uh, you know, I have to go solo. That's how it is. That's how the Lord wanted it for me, and if that's how it's gonna be, that's how it's gonna be. And if if I do my very best, and at the end of the day ain't enough, that's how it's gonna be, man. But like, it's the Lord's will at the end of the day, and you know what? Um, I welcome the chariots. I welcome the end times, man. I welcome that cleansing fire that's gonna come, man, because we've been going through this as people too long. It's been going too long. It's about time the Lord come and just deal with it. Do you know what I mean? And like it's the Lord's will, but at the end of the day, that's all we got. That's all we got. That's all I got my hopes on, man. I don't like the way I've done my life, man. It's like I put it all on Yahweh Shai, man. I put my chips on. I pushed all my chips on Yahweh Shai, man. That's it. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's an exhortation. Man, I gotta do better. We've all got to do better, man. It's our righteousness is as filthy rags, and we can always do more. So that being said, I'm gonna go into the lesson that I wanted to talk about. Second Esdras 13. I might take it from the top. And it came to pass after 7 days that I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, and arose a wind from the sea that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that a man waxed strong with thousands of heaven. When he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him. And whosoever whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. So when the earth, the in my mind, in my heart, when I'm reading that, I'm seeing the withering of the grasses and the bushes when the fire comes through, man. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and lo, he graved himself a great mountain and flew up upon it. But I would have seen the region and place whereof the hill was graven, and I could not. After this I beheld, and lo, all that they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yes, stirred fight. And that's all of the peoples of the planets, man. Everybody coming together, under the MOTB, under the beast, man, to under his complete control as well, and by choice, might I add. By taking the mark as the new. Oh, I can't remember what that thing is. There's a Ankh. Oh no, it wasn't Ankh. But there's a way of piercing the slave's ear to show loyalty for life, that you didn't want to be free, man. And it's the same thing as a kind of a karagma. They used to karagma the slave's ear back in the day. Now they're planning to karagma the hand. And lo, he saw the violence and the multitude that came. He neither lifted up his hand nor held a sword nor any instrument of war. And what I was going to say before is what the words that come out when soon the words of the prophets are going to be like fire. They're going to be like, they'll say something and it will happen. Do you know what I mean? And it'll be the words. There'll be the words that be destroying people, man. It won't even be like a this or that. Like they'll say, "I'm gonna get you," and then the prophet would be say, like, you won't even see tomorrow. You know what I mean? And then that's how it's gonna be. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth has been a blast of fire, and the words are gonna be the scriptures and the prophecies, man. And we're gonna have powers. We're gonna be able to speak things into existence. Through the power of Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rahakadash. But Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rahakadash. It's all gonna go back. All of that is gonna flow back to the source, man. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden and an innumerable multitude nothing was perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid, and I was afraid. In my dream, man, I just seen. It's funny though, because I've seen the dream. In my dreams, I've seen the chariots a few times, man. I see them in the sky, and like I'm on the earth at the time, and I'm like, oh shit. But they never really harm me. But I ain't getting beamed up either. It's kind of a funny one. Um, and this time I was like, I wasn't behaving myself, man. And this time I was like, they were close. Though. I just saw bits of the. It was funny, man. It weren't like bits had been discarded or something. I don't even know, but so strange, and I couldn't believe it. And I was like, this must be a dream. This must be a dream. And I was trying to wake up, but I couldn't wake up, man. That's how, because I've only had a lucid. That was the only other time I've ever had a lucid dream. I'm nearly 50 years of age, right? And I've only had a lucid dream once, and it was nothing. It wasn't really a spiritual dream, but this one was the only other time I had a lucid dream. And in my first lucid dream, I wasn't trying to wake up. I was trying to enjoy this. But in this lucid dream, I was trying, like, can you imagine being in a dream and you're trying to wake up? Like, this has got to be a dream. This has got to be a dream. Couldn't wake up, bro. It was so I knew this is one of them. This is one of them proper dreams, it weren't just me on a flight of fancy, man. It was a scary thing, man. But the Jarretts, they turned up, man, and they were big. They were like buildings, like high rises in the sky. They were square. They had kind of weird pipes on them, and they were just there chilling, in bits. Oh man! And at one point, I was touching some of the bits, but there was no. How can I even explain it, man? There was no presence in there. There was like, for some reason, they were just chilling, and I was like, "Where's everybody?" I was getting worried. It's like, "Where's everybody? Where's everybody? Why ain't beamed up? Why ain't beamed up? Where's everybody? Where's everybody?" But it is how it is, man. Lord's will, man. Only comes first. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flame and breath from the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which were prepared to fight, and burned them up every one. So upon of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived. So they were burnt, like not even they like the destruction that these chariots brought wasn't even like, oh yeah, busted up the thing like you see in the Russian and Ukraine war. No, like they were burned so much, they were burned to dust so much that nothing was to be perceived. You can't even tell that there was anything there. That's how utterly they was burned up. But only dust and the smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. And damn right, I'll be afraid, man. I was afraid just seeing them. You know, after I saw the same man come down from the mountain and call unto him another peaceable multitude, and they came much people unto him, whereof some were glad, some were sorry, and some of them were bound, and some were brought of them that were offered. Then I was sick through great fear, and I awaked and said, Thou hast shown thy servant. Let me read that properly. And they came much people unto him, whereof some were glad, some were sorry, some were bound, and some were brought of them. So there's going to be some slaves Going to be some people that got to be punished. There's going to be some people that have been waiting. Some were sorry. Some people screwed up. Then I was sick and through great fear, and I awaked and I said, Thou hast showed thy servant these wonders from the beginning. Thou hast counted me worthy that thou shalt receive my prayer. Show me now the interpretation of this dream. For as I conceive in my understanding, is woe unto them that shall be left in those days, and much more woe unto them that are not left behind. And much more woe unto them that are not left behind. For they that were not left were in heaviness. Now understand I the things that were laid up in the latter days which shall happen unto them, and to those that are left behind. Therefore are they come into great perils and many necessities, like as these dreams declare. Yet it is easier for them that is in danger to come into these things than to pass away as a cloud out of the world, and not see the things that happen in the last days. And he answered unto me and said, The interpretation of the vision shall I shew thee, and I will open up the thing that thou hast required. Whereas thou hast spoken of them that are left behind, this is the interpretation. He shall endure the peril in that time hath kept. He that shall endure the peril in that time hath kept himself. They that have been fallen into danger are such as have works and faith toward the Almighty. So that's the thing. So maybe that's what it is, man. It's gonna get real. We'll fall into peril. You know, there's me thinking I was going off, and that's why I was getting that dream. But it's just, here it is, because the Spirit told me to go into the Scripture today as well. It's just like in those times, man. If you we're gonna go for a test, bro. We're gonna go for a crazy test. You know, I pray that the elect will be, you know, taken up and be just not have to go through that shit, man. Because they brought us into this, but we're gonna go through we're gonna go through a test, man. Some of the elect maybe too, and even some of the elect they might get killed, man. Well, maybe not the elect, not the 144,000. Know this, therefore, that they which will be left behind are more blessed than that they be dead. This is the meaning of the vision. Whereas thou sawest a man coming up from the midst of the sea, the same is he whom God the highest has kept a great season, which by his own self shall deliver his creature, and he shall order them that are left behind. And whereas thou sawest that out of his mouth there came a blast of wind of fire and storm, and that he held neither sword nor any instrument of war, but that the rushing of him destroyed the whole multitude that came to June. This is the interpretation. And the same is he that God the highest hath kept a great season, which by his own self shall deliver his creature, and he shall order them that are left behind. And that he, so it's basically, you gotta get ready, man. You gotta get ready, man. Heart getting heavy, bro. And that he held neither sword nor any instrument of war, but that the rushing of him destroyed the whole multitude that came to Judah. This is the interpretation. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth. And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. And he shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. And we are so close to this, man. We are so close. And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the signs shall happen which I shewed thee, and then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending. And when all the people hear this voice, every man shall hear his own land leave the battle. They have one against the other, and innumerable multitude shall be gathered together, as thou sawest them, willing to come and to overcome him by fighting. But he shall stand upon top the mount of Zion, but he shall stand upon the top of the Mount Sion, and Zion shall come and shall be shewed to all men, prepared and builded, like as thou sawest the hill graven without hands. And this is my son, and this my son shall rebuke the wicked inventions of those nations, which for their wicked life are fallen into tempest, and shall lay before them their evil thoughts and torments, wherewith they shall begin to be tormented, which are like unto flame, and he shall destroy them without labour by the law which is like unto me. And whereas thou sawest that he gathered another peaceable multitude upon unto him, those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Osea the king, whom Salmanasar, the king of Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came into another land. But they took his counsel among themselves, and that they would leave the multitude of the heathen, and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt. They may keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land, and they entered unto Euphrates by the narrow place of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely a year and a half, and the same region is called Arsareth. Then dwelt they there until the latter time, and now when they shall begin to come, the High shall stay the springs of the stream again, and they may go through. Therefore sawest thou the multitude with peace. But those that are left behind of thy people are they that are found within my borders. Now when he destroyed the multitude of nations that are gathered together, he shall defend his people that remain. And then he shall show them great wonders. Then I said, O Lord that bearest rule, show me this. Wherefore have I seen a man coming up from the midst of the sea? And he said unto me, like as thou canst neither seek out nor know the things that are in the deep of the sea, even so can no man upon earth see my son, or those that be with him, but in the daytime. This is the interpretation of the dream which thou sawest, and whereby thou only art here lightened. For thou hast forsaken thy own way, and applied thy diligence unto my law, and sought it. Thy life thou hast ordered in wisdom, and hast called understanding thy mother. And therefore have I showed thee the treasures of the highest. After 3 days I will speak another things unto thee, and declare unto thee the mighty wondrous things. Then I went forth into the field, giving praise and thanks unto the Most High, because of his wonders which he did in time, and because he governeth the same, and such things as fall in their seasons. And there I sat 3 days. So that is, right. I need, as I understand it, man, it's just basically saying that it's going to be people that's left behind, man, and they're going to have to go through some shit. But those are the people that the Lord has reserved, man. That's the remnant, man. That's the people that he's left behind, and they're going to go through some crazy shit. That's why we're being built up right now, and that kind of gives me some form of hope, because I was thinking, wow, that dream, man, that was some fucked up, scary shit, bro. But still got chips with that, yeah. Maybe that's what I needed, man. I needed to kick up the ass, man, because that was deep. Anyway, I'll stop. He would defend his people that will remain, because I do remember I wasn't in any danger. I was just like, what the fuck is going on? I thought I was supposed to be beamed up and watching everything, but actually that is for the beaming up is for the fire that's going to happen in Babylon. You know what I mean? And if there's going to be craziness in other places, we'll see the signs in the heavens, because that's that's I think Obadiah 1:18 or something like that, and then Luke 21, something like that. Signs of the heavens. Be not dismayed by signs of the heavens, because the heathen are dismayed that see them, and also then look up, because you reject them joyous night. In I think Luke 21. So we are gonna go through it, man. Like, some people are gonna be beamed up to watch the destruction, you know, and they, you know, like, yeah, that's gonna be good. But other people, the Lord's people, the 1/3, the remnant, yeah, man, we got to have to toughen the fuck up, man. There's little time. So, speaking to all members, predominantly of GNMS and One West, man, get your food right, get your mind right, get your spirit right, get your body right. Stop eating junk food, read the scriptures, fast, pray, get that discipline back. Shalom.